Josh, where's the campsite?
It's coming up just ahead over there.
Are you scared of the dark?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm with my friends. I'm okay.
Are you? Field of Geeks presents
The Super Unknown.
I'm Josh.
I'm Juan.
Sorry, I had ice in my mouth. This is Dave. God damn it.
This is what
you
we
even
get.
asked if we were ready.
This is what we
No,
get
that
when we
was
have
good.
craft service on site.
This was good. I like that intro. That was good.
No more ice.
I like that intro. That was good.
Ixnay on the icing.
Ice in the
The Super Unknown, take 2. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm Juan. And he's Dave. No, you're Dave. Who am I?
We're camping out this weekend looking for Yeti. Sasquatch.
Yes,
Right?
that's
What's the generic term? Have we established that?
I think the overall name is Sasquatch. I think like they have like Bigfoot's more like a nickname.
Okay.
Bigfoot's more, I think, more popular, I'd say, at least from...
But I'm saying like, let's say like Sasquatch, because if we were to throw in the Yetis and whatever else is in there, it would be under the umbrella of Sasquatch. So it'd be like,
Right.
well, what would you call us? We're human.
Sure.
You know.
I mean, but they're generally just large creatures. Why are we focusing specifically on their feet?
Because those are the only things that can link, I guess, a possibility of them existing.
It's really the only evidence they've found. Some have claws.
Massive
some
foot.
don't.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. So like, where it's like there's toes instead of like bear claws or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one thing. And they're saying there's never been any bones found, but due to like the forest environment, because they were comparing them to what, chimpanzees or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Due to that, they how can I say it? Something about tropical areas, like bones don't preserve well.
Yeah, but I was reading that they're in like Oregon and Washington, and
Oregon's like green as heck.
it's not really tropical, though, is it?
Well, they're saying forest and like
foresty environment.
forest,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Like bones don't last very long in those type of areas.
We're back from a big break. We've had the holidays. You know, let's catch up a little bit.
Happy New Year, Josh. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, fellas.
2020, yes.
New decade, new
This is
time.
2020.
2020 vision.
Dude, this is the future now.
Yeah,
It is. The fuchsia.
we got. Yeah, I actually seen flying cars. We have flying cars.
They do.
We don't have access to them, but yes, there's actual cars that fly now.
Ooh, another episode down the road.
Ooh. Movies predicting the future. Wow.
Demolition Man.
Oh,
Back to the Future was real.
It was real.
So, how were your holidays, everyone?
Well, we're good.
Yeah?
I had a good time.
Yeah?
But I kind of like laid low key, and I kind of like enjoyed it. I'm still considering possibly getting a video game. You're a gamer, aren't you, Josh?
Yeah, not as much as I used to be, but yeah, I have a few games, sure.
which one are you gonna get?
I don't know. I just, I'm like debating on opening up Pandora's box because I will definitely not have any friends if I get one. I won't leave. I know it. Last time I was enthralled in video games, yeah, it took a while to pull me away from
That's
that.
the problem, yeah. Unless you can get a game you can just beat right away and then take it back and you're done with it.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, it just keeps going.
Yeah, I can't jump into that arena. It makes it would just I wouldn't have no social life.
I get it, yeah.
Zero. I'd
Just
be
go,
like,
you know what? Just go to public arcades, you know? Have fun there.
That's not the
then you can
same.
Leave. I know, but
there's like there's like a personal kind of bonding relationship you have with your own console.
yeah, I get
You
it.
get what I'm saying? Like, it feels like, you know what? Like an arcade feels like a one night stand, and and your own console feels like I'm married to you. We're together.
Yeah.
We're devoted to each other. I may let someone else touch your controller,
But I want to be in the same.
But I'm here.
Like I'm in the
But I'm here.
recliner in the corner.
We made an agreement.
Watching.
We understand.
Slower.
We got it. Don't.
Work the.
You're being a little too aggressive with my joystick over there.
Yeah, work those joysticks.
Yeah.
Hey, Juan, you want to go see a movie? Nope, got a date tonight with my console.
Gotta go. Yep. Yeah. See, but like, cause all right, you play a video game, right? Sorry, I don't know off the subject. So you play an arcade, right? It's like everyone's touched it, so I'm gonna sanitize my hands afterwards.
It's the
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it feels like that. It feels like, you know, well,
the joystick's a bit wobbly.
you belong to
'cause it's
everybody.
Like,
That's why
people
most
just
have
wear it
everyone's
around.
played you. Everyone's had a piece of you.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't feel so special. Whereas, like, you get that new game smell when you get it home from the box,
It's like
and
a book.
you
buy a
can put
book.
your own stickers on it. You can do whatever you want
Download
to.
it to your hard drive before
Yes,
you fucking play it.
you know what I'm saying? It sounds sexier. It even sounds sexier. But then you're talking like a big game of like Mortal Kombat or something, and like everyone's touched it and they beat on the buttons, and
It's a display model.
yeah, and like they may have coughed on it, and you never know, man. Like it's so
Somebody
like
else has had their quarters in it.
they've touched you.
Dirty quarters.
You've been touched. Unless I'm the first person to play it, like
Oh,
they
yeah.
just took it out of the box or got it delivered, that's different, I guess. Like, if I could be one of the first. But, sorry. But
my
yeah,
New
holidays
Year-
are good.
Yeah, so my holidays.
Juan's gonna go take a cold shower and he'll.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, right?
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. See?
Am I naked?
I don't know. Please put all your clothes back on.
Just in the woods.
Can't
naked.
find your
He's trying
pants.
to track the beast.
Can't find your pants. Yetis are attracted to pantsless men.
Emitting pheromones. No, I am pretty uneventful.
You go caroling like you usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Carol? You're Carol.
No. We went to Carroll yesterday, but Carroll, Iowa.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were like going door to door singing.
I did that 1 year. We did that actually back up north in Canada.
It's Canada thing. See, I'm telling you, man.
I know. We still do it.
For the people out there, I'm very fascinated with Canadians.
I am too.
Just so you guys know, I'm just very fascinated with them. They're like,
Road trip.
Oh, fuck. Let's do it.
they're just interesting people to me.
Yeah.
I like Canadians.
No, it's
America
no,
done right.
It was all right. It was I mean, I had to work,
Yeah.
kind of get some shit wrapped up.
Get
But
some good meals though. Some gifts.
I got the sweater.
There you go. Hey.
I think it's nice.
Not bad.
Has Canada ever been in war with anybody?
Yeah. Well, they were in the First and Second World War. Famously, they went to war with America.
That's like a given. Like, okay. I'm saying, like, have you ever like picked a
Instigated
fight?
war.
Picked a fight with someone else?
No.
No.
Sorry, eh?
Like, oh, jeez.
Oh,
Ah.
jeez.
Oh, I didn't mean to, eh?
You remember the show Bobby's World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom.
Don't you know?
Oh, don't you
Don't
know?
you
know.
Oh, I love that.
Is Howie Mandel from Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Canadian,
fine.
dude.
Okay.
Jim
They
Carrey,
do their
Canadian.
fighting on the hockey rink.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Hockey rink? I don't know.
Rink?
On the ice.
On the ice. There you go.
Nice.
The ice.
Big ponds, bro. Big ponds.
Serious.
Big ponds. I'm.
But what about you? How was your holiday?
Yeah, Josh.
Pretty good. I just seem to have all I need, so I didn't really care what I got. It just was fun to give gifts to the kids and.
Did you grow a goatee,
Um,
or have you had that for a while?
I've had this for. I shaved it down, so yeah, playing around with it.
I can dig it.
Well,
No, I just feel like it's new, like it's pronounced.
I'm just
Have you
trying
been-
to hide my three chins.
No,
so
it's
it's
a
like
good look.
sitcom from
No.
CBS. My Three Chins, coming soon.
Yeah, like I mean,
Going to be canceled.
if I shave this, I mean it's not much, but if I shave it, I look like an old fat toddler.
yeah, me too.
Like you're just like it's not a good look. Whereas this, at least I kind of look.
Yeah. I don't like mustaches too much. It's just a lot of maintaining and it gets in your lips and crap. So I was like, I'll just try this
But
chin beard.
this is called the Van Dyke.
I think I might go.
Van Dyke.
I might go that route. I'm not really big on facial hair. It just doesn't look right on me. I don't think.
I don't mind the.
The chin, I
like
can
a
do.
chin beard too. You know, it just goes up a little more. But this is just like, just playing with it. I actually just trimmed it. It was getting pretty long. My oldest was like, she's just put her hand into it and just like muff it all up.
It is nice though. It's very full.
Thank you.
He got like it screams bouncer.
Bouncer.
But no, it's like he
In a good way.
Like, but no, it's so lush. It looks like you just dipped your
It
chin.
looks like he
into something.
combs it on a regular basis, like
Yeah.
like a shampooed and
Well,
conditioned.
actually, every morning.
Do you shampoo and condition it?
I just dip it into.
Yeah, no, that's what it looks like. It's
Do you
so,
Do you condition it?
No, not really. No.
So how do you go about? Am I digging too much? Like how do you go about cleaning it? Like I'm just.
It's just really. I guess
Soap
I
and
put
water?
shampoo through it sometimes in the shower, or just soap. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of a bitch to shave around because unless you have that butter cream stuff, you can actually see what you're doing. Sometimes
Okay.
you're like, oh
I
crap,
think-
I went too far.
I think you should grow the mustache into it though.
Oh, I have like a actual goatee.
yeah.
or
You know what
Van
you're
Dyke or-
suggesting? Growing a cigar.
No, well,
That's how cigars fade.
Yeah, no, I
that's
was
how his
thinking
facial
more
hair
of
is right
like
now.
oh shit, what's his name? From Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Tells
Oh,
himself
I've done
what's
that.
his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
After he shaves his head and grows.
Bryan Cranston. Yeah.
Yeah, but what does he call himself?
Heisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Yeah, the Heisenberg.
Yeah.
He'd look real tough.
I've done that once. Yeah, I've done that once.
Wouldn't you? I think you'd look intimidating.
Josh already he looks tough. He's just like
I'm just a puppy.
he's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If he was just quiet,
Yeah.
and
My
nice,
spirit.
If Josh
and
just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just-
There you go.
They had
That's
the
my
full-
problem.
Yeah.
I shouldn't talk. That gives it all away. I'm
Yeah.
like my inner animal is a Canadian bouncer. Just
Yeah.
very like, hey, I'm sorry, you can't come in here, eh?
Hey, yeah, I like that. Well, you could give like one word answers.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
I just can't bring it home. My wife would be
Go.
like, no, that's not gonna last. Like, okay.
Stop.
Yeah.
Start.
shut your face.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a mouthful.
That's when we get really angry.
But then I'd have the urge to be like,
You made him say more than one word.
please shut your face. Yeah.
You need to go, eh?
Shut your head hole.
I think this
Get
this
out.
came to be because this went away, and so it rooted into. Let's go to the chin. Makes sense.
Well, the poles are
And your
switching
back.
polarity as well.
Yes.
So like north will be south and south will be north, just like your head.
We'll say
You do have a picture. I don't know where it's located, but it's like you, and I can tell you're like younger, and you have like a head full of hair, and like you look like like the all-American boy, man. I dig it.
Yeah, right.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a good look. It's a different look.
I was a Hardy boy.
You look like an all-American boy there. Now you look like I'll break your skull.
Yeah, I became a biker.
Yeah,
Got a Harley.
I can dig it.
Went to the store.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know.
going to
yeah.
Costco. Costco.
I need a book.
looking for Costco.
I want some free samples.
You got any Seagal videos here?
I don't want the ones that were in theater. I want the ones that went straight to
Yes,
DVD.
straight to DVD.
And I don't want them on Blu-ray. I don't want them on DVD.
Are you guys telling me you don't have any Seagal videos?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know I am?
Give me some free samples.
You might think I'm Canadian, but I'm not.
I'm going to tell you that I'm interested in buying the sample that you gave me, but I'm not actually going to.
Sadly, they probably have a lot of people like that come through.
Like,
America.
this is delicious. Where did you say you kept these? The display over there. I'm going to go get some right now. Then you just deke off and go somewhere else.
I'm just like narrating every action I do.
I'm
opening the door now.
You know what? I've honestly thought that it would be great if you had like a running monologue of your life like they did in the Wonder Years. Like it's not a memory telling stories of the past, but it was like actually going along. So you're like,
As the moment?
you're like,
But you can't.
and you're like,
yeah.
I had thut that cutting through the alley would be a good decision at the time, but I would soon learn it was a regrettable mistake. And you're like, oh, I'm not going down the alley, and then you just keep going.
Can you hear the voice?
Yeah, That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
Oh,
Dictate-
it's like Truman Show kind of, but there's an inner monologue.
No, but it,
you
like-
can't turn it off. You
Yeah,
can't
no,
turn
it's
it
just
off.
it's telling you basically it's like it's a narration of your life, but it's always like a sentence ahead.
What's his face did a movie like that? Will Ferrell. And it's a woman. She's writing a book.
Is it Stranger Than Fiction?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, and like so, like he's like listening to it, and he's like, what are you like? Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Or
But
if your life was like it had like a score set to it.
ooh.
So like if you were swimming, you're like no, oh fuck no,
Yeah.
whoa. And so you know to get out. Or if it was like building and it was getting more and more intense,
I
you're
like that idea.
Fuck that, I ain't going on that house.
I like the score idea a lot.
Yeah.
I'll have to see Stranger Than Fiction, but I could see fighting with my narration, like what you just said about the alley. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go down there, and it just ends up being stern with you. Like, go down the alley.
Hey,
I don't want-
just said you were going
I
to.
like the score idea because it's like it's still kind of not selling it all to me at once. It's like okay, like a hot girl walks by and then some romantic music plays. I was like, I got
it's
this
like-
one.
or
Oh, I'm getting this one.
She like walks by and it's like a slide rule. You're like, shut up, and other people can hear it.
Or-
Oh, what the f-
She likes me.
Or it's a video game console. Yeah, but what if the only bad part would be like if you start getting depressed, that music's not going to really help you get out of depression.
Oh
It's
no.
going to be like really dire music, and you're just like, oh my god.
Well, like maybe it's a change of environment. You go into a different room or something, and the music goes. Or
it's like you're having an you're like talking to like your boss is like, yeah, what's happening? Is this happening?
Yeah.
I thought we were into the performance.
Are we dancing?
review.
It is.
City theme.
Yeah,
It's Sex and the
it's very
City.
jazzy. Very jazzy.
I don't know. I've never watched Sex and the City.
Sure, you have.
I haven't. I seriously, it's just one of those.
I've watched probably like 10 minutes of my life. I've used it on Sex and the City, like bits and pieces. I'm just like, oh,
There was, I kind of wanted to. Sex in the City. I thought it was sex.
I thought it was actually sex going on,
There is.
ish.
Yeah, but then you look at the
It's
cast.
worth it.
Then you look at the cast. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm not interested.
Kim Cattrall?
Yeah.
Huh?
Kim Cattrall?
The dark-haired one is like the hot one to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But even
brunette.
she's pretty generic.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, out of the four, you know, like, she's, you know,
I'll tell you what, though, if I could have like my show called Sex in the City, I would. I don't know if any of them.
I think I would have more sex, but
Oh,
I think guys,
so much.
I think guys' interpretation of
Xboxes,
sex.
PlayStations,
Just-
Nintendos.
Everything just.
I think it would go a really dark place with men though. You know, like you can't do every
You
episode
couldn't
about
film that.
prostitutes. Like there can't be prostitutes in every episode. Like that's Sex and the City. Like
I'll tell you who's on the show that I think is quite attractive. The Mandalorian.
ooh, I hear good things.
Yeah, not the Mandalorian himself.
Oh, Gina.
Gina Carano,
Yeah.
badass fighter too. She was first. She was before Rhonda.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, she's awesome.
She's eye candy for days.
Her acting's actually gotten a lot better too. Like she kind of was wooden before, but now she's got it all.
She
like
was
she's
okay
like
in,
the next Rock. I think she could be.
Female, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
she was good in Deadpool.
Yeah,
She was in the
that's-
first Deadpool.
I think that's when she first actually kind of shined.
She didn't have to do much. I will say that. I mean,
Yeah.
playing a superhero and then doing, the superhero. Like, she's the one that jumps down and does the, touch the ground. I don't know if they call that the.
And then he's like,
the superhero
"Oh, you're
fall."
tough." She's like, "Oh, that's so kind of you," and she like punches him in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That's a good shot.
That was what? Colossus, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no.
They did Colossus well in that. They nailed it. Like, because that's exactly what he is. He's a big Russian Boy Scout. And, yeah, they play up in the humor of Colossus. That's the best Colossus on film.
Yeah.
Has he been in another one?
Yeah.
All the,
He was in the,
senior X-Men movies.
He was in the other two X-Men movies prior to. So he was in
Oh, yeah.
he was in X-Men 2 and X-Men 3. But they didn't really go deep into them.
Those weren't great movies, though.
Huh?
Well, yeah.
Some were.
Yeah.
They a lot.
X-Men just got fucking.
The first one was good.
The second one was pretty good too. I thought.
Second one's the one where, yeah, with strikers in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
That's probably the peak.
Well, I think it was like, when they were like, oh, this happened in the 60s, and then this happened in the 90s, and where everyone...
The timeline got
Like First Class and stuff like that is when it started getting...
Timeline got messed up.
It can't be like 3 decades from now. You haven't fucking aged. It was just like, well, he's in a wheelchair now. He's got no hair.
Yeah.
He still looks the same.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart is perfect Professor X now.
But then it was just like, oh, and then like there's a 10-year gap between when he becomes, what's his face?
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart. Like, dude, he went downhill quick in those 10 years. Jesus. He
Especially
aged.
Magneto.
Psychic powers do that to
40
you.
years in 10 years.
Superpowers do that to you.
Maybe.
If you don't have
What happened to what's his face?
If you don't have longevity,
The guy who played
superpowers.
Magneto. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're good. He got his powers back though.
Yeah, so Bigfoot.
Yes. Well,
This actually holds. I want to say that this holds kind of a special place for me in my heart.
Because you're Canadian.
No, because my foot
It's big.
is actually the same dimensions, exact same dimensions of a Kleenex as a Kleenex box. So
I don't know.
it's equally as long
yeah.
and as wide.
He's got some truth there.
And there's tissues.
I'm looking at his foot right now, people. So
Bone
Yeah.
marrow tissues.
No, so
Dave,
like,
Dave
if I
has an
stuck-
abnormal.
If I stick it in a Kleenex box, a rectangular one,
Yeah.
it goes from like the back of my heel to the tip of my toe just perfectly, and just as wide.
Oh my god.
Cheap shoes there, bro.
That's what I'm telling.
Yeah.
Don't step in water.
Save a few coins.
I just keep the Kleenex in there, and it's got like that memory foam going.
And there you go. That's
The
comfort.
lotion kind. Ooh.
No, so
Okay.
I've got a Bigfoot.
Yeah. So you do have some relation, right? Right.
I don't
Well,
think it's abnormally large.
they
No.
say the Bigfoot does not have, unlike humans, they don't have any arch in their foot whatsoever.
Zero arch.
Zero arch.
I probably got no arch too. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of years of just weighing down on my feet.
Some accounts of the footprint are to be 24 inches long and 8 inches wide. Some with claws, some without claws.
Yeah.
Most likely, people say they're bear prints.
It's a big fucking bear.
Yeah, right. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, pretty much same meaning. Pick your poison, basically.
Right.
I like both names.
Yeti?
Yeti. Well,
Yeti.
we're gonna get into that. They're a little
Yeti's
different.
a different climate.
Yes.
This isn't the garbage, is it?
No.
But it could go under the Sasquatch
That work?
umbrella.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
Yeti can.
Yeah. He didn't like my beef jerky. I'm saddened by
That
that.
was not a euphemism.
No, it wasn't. You're right. Thanks for that.
Oh! What's it? Snap into a Slim Jim with a fucking Yeti, like Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's the pop culture aspect, but according to Associated Press 2014 poll, more Americans believe in Bigfoot than the Big Bang Theory. Not the TV show, the Big Bang Theory. I thought it was a TV show. Like, what?
I would actually, I would believe in that more than I would the TV show.
Yeah.
I think the TV
Yeah.
show is awful.
Yeah.
What does that say about
Started
Americans? What does that say about Americans?
Oh, gosh, don't get us started.
I'm just saying. It's just a thought.
No.
Because I'm on.
This show's brought to you by
did,
Canada.
Did you want the answer to that?
I don't. Yes, I do.
You
Actually,
got the answer.
Actually, I want the answer. Yes.
As a group,
Yes.
I'm not saying individually, but as a group.
As a whole. As one unit.
Bipolar.
It's kind of a write-off.
Bipolar.
No.
So, when did each of you come to know about Bigfoot or Sasquatch? Was it through pop culture?
Mine was
Stories,
pop culture. It had to be pop
culture.
culture because I grew up in a big city, so I didn't really like forest and stuff like that. It was not like that tangible for me.
Just made it more mysterious.
Yeah, it was just like
would
I
ever
just thought it
see.
was like something like more to do with mythology than anything. So I never really even
Did you
thought
ever
much about it.
have a desire to seek it out?
No.
No. No.
Like it just sounds like a character I would want to avoid in general.
Sure.
Anyways, it's like a large.
Well, like any other wild animal in the wild.
Yeah, but there's there's limits to it. It's like if you had like a cub bear, I guess I'd want to pet it.
That's when you want to stay away.
No, like in a zoo, in a controlled
Oh, okay.
environment. Like, yeah, But
And out in the wild,
I was gonna say like
no.
Mama bear
babies
be,
in the wild,
No.
You just immediately
No, I want to keep my
Very
fingers.
far
I want to
away.
keep my fingers. I want to keep my hand. I'm just saying, like,
You want to
Yeah.
keep your life.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
Mamas of any species, they get like,
they get territorial and they will
Big Mama's house.
wreck you. They
Yeah.
will wreck you.
No, well, I mean, for me, I guess because I grew up, I lived in Vancouver and then Seattle, so I lived in Washington for a while. So I think it was probably the first time I found out about it was probably the picture.
Oh, from the film or just a?
Classic still.
Oh, right, from the '67 film, which we will discuss.
And then Harry and the Hendersons, obviously.
That's
Right.
basically where I got into it.
the pop culture
And
aspect of
commercials and
Bigfoot.
whatnot.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty much how I got introduced to it. Of course, I'm an '80s kid. I think most of us are. You remember the monster trucks they had? They called them Bigfoot. I mean, that's just the name alone. That's where I got it from cartoons. I never did see Harry and the Hendersons, but I would see stills from it. And Pizza Hut at one time had a Bigfoot pizza. I mean, it's just mostly pop
That's right.
culture aspect. You remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was long and then just all these great mysteries. Like I remember in science once we talked about all these like Nessie, which is something I want to talk about in a future episode. But yeah, I've always been fascinated. Do you guys believe in Bigfoot possibilities?
I don't think I've ever really given it any thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do or not. Sasquatches are just that character. It's like I have more investment in a unicorn than I have in like Bigfoot.
Really?
And that's like just cause unicorns are every freaking where. My nieces love unicorns. Like everyone's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like something I put more energy into.
Yeah.
Like whereas Bigfoot, I'm just like, oh yeah, there's a big hairy Chewbacca type character.
Right. Well, maybe that's who inspired Chewbacca. You know,
I think it
the
was.
pop culture aspect.
But I will say this: there are beliefs that Sasquatches are like bouncers, like gatekeepers into another dimension. Yeah. So like that's the belief.
So if you spot them, there's basically a way into another.
Yeah, like you ever seen Hellboy, right?
Yes.
So Hellboy 2, where they go into the other dimension,
Yes.
the fairy realm or something like that. The Sasquatches are supposed to be like the gatekeepers to keep who needs to go in and who needs to go out.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You know, like, so if you see one, that means there's a door probably nearby. That's the belief.
Right.
On a
is that why they were so well hidden?
yeah. Yeah.
could
So
explain some things,
and very
yeah.
protected, because that's like one of the theories behind them. If you believe in such a thing.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's what they are. They're kind of like bouncers, and then like they keep the unwanteds out.
Well, that makes sense for some of the debunking from scientists, basically saying it's not possible because there would have to be a massive population, there'd have to be a good food source for them, and you would see more of them. So if that's, I mean, you could say that's far-fetched. This show is all about possibilities, right? There's all kinds of craziness out there. It's fun to like romanticize about all these different possibilities. Definitely being dimensional guardians, that's pretty badass. And
I think it's kind of cool.
I mean, it goes really out there into the supernatural, you know, rather than just being like a wildlife species.
Bingo. That's what it's saying. And so like you had said Yeti, I think earlier. So like Yetis would just be like a different type of Sasquatch, even though it's based on a different animal. So people out there, supposedly Sasquatches, Bigfoots that roam the forest are a hybrid between like ape and man, supposedly. And then like Yetis are like a hybrid of bear and man. So
Pretty badass.
yeah, so like
That's cool. I never knew that.
yeah, like
Kinda in
Yetis
the
have
same
like
group.
supposedly Yetis have like they're this bridge between the brown bear and the polar bear. So like that's the way it was explained and the information I was looking into. So like they have that DNA, and I guess it being humanoid would make it like, you know, walking on, you know, two legs is the hybrid in man. I don't know. some Frankenstein shit back in the day. I don't know.
Well, it's very interesting because a lot of the findings scientists have analyzed and stuff, basically, they all come back to it's a bear, it's a type of bear.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more of like a Yeti than a Sasquatch Bigfoot, if that's what the...
Yeah, they're saying like the Sasquatch, well, Sasquatch or Bigfoot would have more of a more like an ape type DNA with human. So it's and you can see it in its features a little bit too, on like the bone structure of like the skull and stuff. Whereas like, I guess Yetis, they're hairier, and they just have like, I don't think you can see a Yeti's features that well. I think it's covered up by
much more hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, Yetis are known to be more in like colder regions, you know. So maybe they're blocking gates into like the colder dimensions. Who knows?
Like another branch of mixed beast, basically. Yeah.
So I wonder if minotaurs or shit be in there. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
what if you saw? Is it?
Well, a minotaur would be like what, bull and man, right?
Yeah. It is, yeah. Oh, it's a centaur. I was thinking.
Centaur.
Yeah.
Then what's a centaur?
No, centaur is. That's what I was thinking of. It's like horse body, man torso.
Oh, those things are awesome.
Yeah.
Is it rude to ask?
It'd be inconvenient though. Do you think they get like a backache?
That's what I'm saying. Would it be rude to ask one of them for a ride?
No, I'm saying no.
Are you
but
sure?
I'm saying, like think about if you're sitting on a stool, right, and like trying to keep your back like straight all the time. Like you think that they would be slouching a little bit.
But what is his back? Is it the horse back or the human
No,
half
like
back?
as it goes, and then where the neck is supposed to be, it just juts into like human torso.
Right, but I'm saying, like you saying, if it said it had, Centaur said I have back pains, are we checking the horse portion or the human portion?
Yeah. And then if he's like, oh, I got a shoulder ache with shoulders.
Exactly.
Like horse shoulders or man shoulders?
Do horses have shoulders?
Yeah, I think like the front legs.
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. Imagine like going to a chiropractor as a centaur.
So
yeah, I don't know where to adjust you. I'm not.
It's a lot of horse there.
Yeah, really.
I would say
that's like a whole other show.
Maybe it's just hybrids today, man. It's just the hybrids between man and beast, lizard people.
Perhaps it guards another gate. Who knows?
What's his face from InfoWars?
Gay frogs. Bigfoot or Sasquatch, they're Northern American folklore, hairy, upright, walking, ape-like creature, which we talked. They dwell in the wilderness, and they leave footprints. And, they believe they are a link between humans and apes, associated with the Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. So that's where most of them have been sighted. That's usually the territory they...
America.
Where'd
you think Bigfoot would be based out of, people? Where'd you think?
Brooklyn.
Even better.
He's on those steps in Brooklyn from
Even better. He's a street performer.
Look at that large, hairy, naked man. Don't make eye contact.
Cover your eyes.
Folklorists state that Bigfoot's a combination of factors and sources. In Europe, there's the wild men. Other beliefs are from Native Americans and loggers. Now, getting into the wild men overseas, they usually are like more of just a hairy man from what I've seen pictures of, like, you know, paintings and whatever. And they usually honor whatever region's coat of arms. So you could say it's mostly propaganda, like a warrior that watches over, you know, certain portion of the world. Basically, every culture's kind of got their own type of Bigfoot, a mystical creature, and they all have different names, of course.
But America has the best Sasquatches, right?
Yeah, of course, we do it. We do it the best. We do it all the best.
That's Canada's. You guys are with us, so don't worry. You're good.
But many scientists, they think it's a product of folklore or misidentification.
Yeah, but these
hoaxes.
are probably the same scientists that came up with global warming.
Do they believe in the Big Bang? Plot thickens.
Well, from what I found, and probably from what you found, it's like a circle, never-ending circle. You know, there's believers, and then you go into the debunkers, and then you're back to believing, basically, because there's a debunker for every debunker. There's been several people try to come forward saying they spotted it, and even some say they have a body, they killed it. But then when it comes time to, like, you know, show off what they have, something always goes wrong, and misinformation, or we had it and it's gone
It's
now.
just a dead prostitute. Oh, damn it.
So some cases, but
I thought it was a Bigfoot. I mean, would it be murder if you shot a Bigfoot? Because it's a humanoid. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I've got ice in my mouth again.
Yeah, they're fun. I had to stop the gum. I just realized I had gum in my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I chew a lot, people.
No, but like, it's a humanoid, right? So where are we drawing the line? Like a murder. Because you can go shoot a deer, right? But if you got a deer license and you're out there, you know, shooting yourself some deer,
You'll be all right.
and then you shot a Bigfoot, you go, oh.
I think you'll be all right. You know, it's and the famous words of Drago, if I'm saying his name right, from Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, but what if it was like, oh, you shot me, like.
If he could talk, that's awesome.
Like if he was talking to you,
Then I'd
he's
help
like, you shot me.
Then I would help him. I would definitely help him.
Son of a bitch. And
You
then, like,
asshole.
And then you see some other guy in like another Bigfoot in like a hunting vest. Like, hey, Brian. Brian! And he runs
This
over.
asshole shot me.
Yeah, like, I told you should have been wearing your hunting vest. You bastard.
I would help him. Then.
As long as you spoke English. As long as you spoke something you couldn't understand.
I don't know.
Hey, he spoke Mandarin.
I wouldn't know, because I don't know Mandarin.
Oh, fuck yourself.
You're screwed.
Yeah, being English,
You're
you
American.
get shot.
I just gave you all this American credit, and you can't speak English. Heck, French Canadian, I'll take that.
Oh no. That shot me. Oh,
Sorry, Bigfoot.
oh, Socle bleu.
Sucle bleu.
I've been shot.
Would you like my help? Oui.
I have been shot. Like, oh my god.
well, there's been like a veterinarian institute that they've tried to actually have Bigfoot, try to have the government actually put in protections for it, like
Really?
species. Yeah, they've tried, but all attempts have failed. But it's funny how you guys said speaking languages. In 1920s, a regional tribe said it spoke their language. This was in Port Douglas, British Columbia. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it knows all languages.
doesn't really say it's a threat. There's only been one account in 1847 saying the race was cannibalistic wild men, and they lived on the peak of Mount St. Helens in Washington State. So,
How do we know if that's just not a bunch of dudes dressed up in fur?
And I'd also.
or a bunch of hairy dudes.
Yeah.
Can I just put this out there? This is Bigfoot in French.
Grand pied.
Grand pied.
Huh.
Grand pied.
If it says that, I'll save it.
It's a
I'll help.
Grand pied.
grand pied.
I'll be like, yo, Bigfoot, I'm coming.
No,
I'm sorry, man.
Oh. Grand pied. Oh,
Suckle a bit.
and it's like maybe I had like a little grocery sack, and it's got a baguette sticking out of it with some wine and French cheese.
He's pissed off because he's gonna miss his show tonight.
And his friend's like,
'Cause you shot it.
No, Pierre.
You're like,
Oh, jeez.
seriously, fellas, I'm sorry. I don't run into you guys often, if ever. It wasn't anything personal. I wanted some deer meat. I'm into the gamey stuff.
Hunting deer.
I'm into the gamey
hairy.
stuff.
Or they go to Carbon and it's actually a human in a costume. He just picked the wrong time to wear his Bigfoot costume.
It's a onesie, man. It's a onesie. It's warm.
Let's talk about the film that a lot of people see or have seen, which supposedly reveals Bigfoot. It's the
Still.
60. Well, it's actually a film though too.
Okay.
There's a popular still.
Is it a film or like a documentary type film?
Well, basically what it is, it's a 1967 Patterson Gimlin film.
Okay.
Of course, scientists say it doesn't support data, of any significance. Roger Patterson, he read a True magazine article in 1959 written by Ivan Sanderson, who published the book Abominable Snowman: Legend Come to Life. he was saying they found recent tracks in Bluff Creek. So Patterson went there in 1962. He spoke with believers. They saw fresh tracks, and he became very excited and invested. And so he spent money, lots of time. He would even take people through the woods to track Bigfoot. They always wanted to see this or find it. And people, there'd be skeptics, of course. People lost interest. He actually started a Northwest Research Foundation, gained more money from that, published his own book in 1966. It was called Do Abominable Snowman of America Really Exist? So it had clippings, 20 pages of interviews, letters, 17 descriptive drawings he did from those accounts, 5 drawn maps, and of course the funds from that helped him go further into his ventures. He began to do a short film, a docudrama, in which cowboys followed an old miner and an Indian tracker to hunt Bigfoot. And so they needed a costume. So it's all leading up to this possibility of this being fake. In October 20th, 1967, it was Northern California, 38 miles south of Oregon, 18 miles east of the Pacific Ocean. The terrain had previously been flooded in 1964. Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin rode up on horseback, and they were 25 feet away. They spotted an overturned tree. They went around, and then they spotted Bigfoot. It was 6 foot 7 feet tall, which most accounts of Bigfoot are of a large, muscular, ape-like creature, 6 to 9 feet tall, covered in hair, sometimes black hair, dark brown, or dark reddish.
I got an uncle like that.
Yeah, it was him. So anyway, they surrounded it, and Gimlin covered Patterson as he filmed. So Patterson had a camera with him, and so he got that out and just kind of eventually just ran at it. And so there's a lot of jarring footage, but then it refocuses, and for that moment, there is 954 frames in this film. Frame 352 captures, they say, the female Bigfoot, which they named Patty. And they made...
That's a good name.
All scientists and debunkers have tried to, and believers, of course, tried to authenticate the footage or debunk it. Patterson died in 1972, and he swore to the end that the footage was real. No great ape fossil records in America, which we were talking about that earlier. Defies all logic, scientists say. The breeding population it would take to maintain the species. So yeah, 1970s, Bigfoot experts were given media attention, and of course the scientific community, just debated them.
Maybe Bigfoot doesn't like sex.
Or,
maybe they don't hump much.
Or Mugwai.
What's that?
Like Gizmo, just get him wet. And he's like, just pops off some off of his back.
So, okay. Yeah. Because they never really talk about the genitalia.
Like a Bigfoot or like Gizmo?
Gizmo, I don't, he's too little to be.
It would be.
Getting it, yeah. I don't want to know.
Nobody does. Nobody needs to see that.
Yeah. Maybe water is sex. Water is sex for Gizmo.
He seemed like he was in pain. Like he was not enjoying it.
Hey.
He was like, ah!
Sometimes sex is not made to be enjoyed.
That's fair. That fair.
Or done to be, enjoyed.
I've had 2 kids.
Yeah. Was it painful? Ever?
I don't know. I was out of town at the time.
Jesus.
It was Bigfoot.
Oh my goodness. That went a direction I wasn't ready for.
It was Bigfoot or an Xbox. We don't know.
I wasn't there. Daddy wasn't there. What movie is that? That's Austin Powers. Yeah.
Yes.
Daddy wasn't there.
Oh, sorry about that.
So, yeah, Bigfoot. Maybe he doesn't hump.
I don't know. It's possible. I could still see it either way, but like I could see the more dimensional gateway guardians than.
That's it. Well, I don't know if I said that yet, but the bones can't. Supposedly, the bones don't do well in like tropical environments and forest environments because of the moisture. So like bones in general, it's hard to find fossils of things.
Right.
And those types of climates.
I mean, there's a lot of fucking woods. I mean.
Yeah.
How often do you, like, I mean, I've been on hikes in the mountains. How often do you run across some bones?
Right. But they're saying, like, even just the science on it is bones it's just harder for them to be preserved in those type of
They're hard
environments.
to see, man. You're just walking around.
How was it, Amazon?
Everything blends in.
Right. Yeah.
The Amazon rainforest, for example, like, just thinking about going through that type of place, like, that place is massive.
Ah, yeah.
That's a country in itself.
I know.
Isn't like Australia? Don't they have like humongous mosquitoes, like bird-sized mosquitoes?
I couldn't do that.
Oh,
No way.
They have big ones in Saskatchewan, which reminds me, I was actually I met a guy, and he was talking about Saskatchewan, and he goes, he's like, yeah, he's like, I went up to once, he's like, where was it? He's like, we went up to Saskatchewan.
Sasquatchin.
So I thought I'd bring that up.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they have giant mosquitoes too.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of...
Mosquitoes is like my least favorite creature on the planet.
They're the worst.
Oh, they're the worst. If you could say you could kill anything, that would be the first thing. Just take them out. I don't know what purpose they serve.
They don't. Like, you could honestly remove them and things would be...
I just don't know what purpose they serve. Like,
No.
food?
It's like, no, I mean,
Food for other
mosquitoes,
creatures?
I think mosquitoes and people are the only two animals on Earth that you could remove, and they would actually have... It would almost be better.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would work. I mean, half of these fools don't believe in the Big Bang, so, you know.
There's just so many awful creatures in the world.
Again, I'm not I think the real war that happens between people is dumb people versus smart people. That's the real war. Out of any group, it's always the dumb people versus smart people.
Oh, they're so dumb.
And how do you know the difference? Because smart people can do dumb things. This is where it gets confusing. That's how you know the difference.
Right.
See, when you do something dumb and you're smart, you acknowledge it. Oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't do that. That almost hurt me. I could have problems with that. A dumb person will do something dumb, and they'll carry on going
They
about
won't
their
know
way.
it's dumb. That's the thing. They keep doing it.
That's
It's a
the difference.
repeating pattern.
Or like,
That's how you can tell.
You're in the woods and you shot Pierre, and his friend comes
Yes.
wondering where the groceries are. And you turn to him and shoot him. And now you've got two dead Bigfoots.
Yeah, but is that dumb or is that intelligent?
Wow.
Well, you have the
They didn't speak French fast
the
enough.
intelligent guy.
Oh no! Pierre!
Yeah, poof.
Like,
The intelligent guy goes to get the press because he realizes what they killed. Comes back with the press, but the Yetis are on a rotisserie and they're burnt to a crisp, so you can't even prove it
and then
anymore.
his friend.
Yeah, you can't leave the bodies, bro. If you're gonna report it, you need to pull out your camera phone.
Yeah.
You need to bring out your camera phone.
Yeah, but
That's
now
the
you have
thing, is, like,
deep
none of
fake
these-
now.
But none of these secrets.
Because no one's gonna believe you.
Nobody can hide any secrets now because everybody's got like a 4K phone at the ready.
I think the Yetis know this. I mean, I think the Sasquatches know this now.
And they probably do.
You know, just like, I'm not going outside.
Fuck that! I ain't coming down to my treehouse.
Well, I could clean shave and then maybe go to the store.
What's that large naked man do? With those kind of.
I didn't know they made trench coats that big.
It's like just several children stacked on one top of each other.
His name's Harry. And so he comes in sometimes with a white patty.
One husky child at the bottom and then several stacked on top of him.
He doesn't really say much. He just...
Is that eyes in your torso?
And I don't know French. And so...
Poisson.
Well, see, that's the thing now. With all our technology, you would think we would see more footage of Bigfoot or more evidence, and maybe it's out there, and who knows? Maybe it's a government conspiracy.
Exactly,
They don't want
man.
people knowing about it.
Conspiracy man's back in the house, bro.
I tell you what, if it was going to happen anyway, right?
Government knows, man.
It would probably go this way, where there was like an incident where like Bigfoot was in some kind of restaurant and there was some kind of racial tension kind of break out.
Yes. You know what?
And they're like,
That might
"We don't
actually...
serve your kind here.
Maybe that's exactly it. But no. Take it one step further. Maybe the Bigfoots versus the Yetis. Maybe like, oh, you got Yeti blood in you, bro?
No, it's a biker bar for all these Yetis, Bigfoots, and Centaurs.
Yeah, but they're different. Yeah, Minotaurs, Centaurs.
Minotaurs, yeah.
Yeah, all the
Cinnabon.
hybrids. The hybrid bar.
Cinnabon.
It's like the continent. It's like It's like the Continental and freaking John Wick. You know, there's no fighting on Continental grounds, and so there's like the Yetis are looking at the Bigfoots. So you hang out with those kind? and the Minotaurs are just like, bro, I'm just here, man. I don't have beef with neither one of you guys.
And there's China throughout the whole place, and he's just really careful. It's a Minotaur in the China shop.
Oh, that should be that. We just made a news story, man.
No, he's the cook.
Bigfoot versus
Backing
Yeti.
up to the oven.
Oh yeah.
He's like cooking his ass while he's cooking some eggs.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Their fight for supremacy. Who's the more dominant Sasquatch?
The oven door. Oh no. I don't know. I mean,
we don't accept your kind in here, Yetis. Get out of here. Damn Bigfoots.
Better than everyone else.
Yeah, you guys think you're better than everyone else because you got a movie.
Oh, and then one of the Bigfoots sitting out there in Washington blows up a Yeti with a drone.
Well, see, Bigfoots. This all works. We just wrote a whole movie right here.
Militarized Yetis. Is that what you're talking about?
We just wrote a whole movie because the Bigfoots are American, man. Americans.
Yeah.
So they're cocky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Yetis are kind of like,
They're
kind
in
of.
the Himalayas.
They're kind of country.
Well,
they're kind of dumb.
Didn't we make killer bees? Maybe we try to evolve humanity, and that's what these are.
Yeah, these are super soldiers,
That's
bro.
zombies, man.
There you go.
They're strong, bro.
This is off topic, but when they were talking about making Rambo 5,
Rambo 5.
Well,
Last Blood.
we got a review out there for Field of Geeks. You can check it out. Before they did this Last Blood storyline, they had another storyline where Rambo was going to take on a Bigfoot-like creature, like government-made creature. He's going to take a group of people, mercenaries.
I'm game.
Yeah, that would have been really supernatural. Getting back to Bigfoot, though.
I'm with it.
Do you guys think it's mostly a bear? People are misidentifying or wanting to believe? Do you think it's a bear? That's what a lot of scientific studies keep going towards, basically.
I just think what they were saying is like there was a guy who was doing fraudulent like footprints.
Yes.
But any person that studies like footprints and things like that and fossils would be able to tell like that's BS. Like just off of first glance they'd be like, no. So like that being said, like the footprint is hard to fake if they're saying that footprint is real, which means it has toes and not claws. So I would say that the bear is going to have, bear claws. I don't think it's a bear. I do believe there can be hybrids of people. You know what I'm saying? Like if they say we're evolved from monkeys or something like that, and apes and stuff like that, I could see there being like a DNA coding that stopped at a certain point. If you were to say that's the case.
Right. An 07 field research organization, they released photos of what they called a juvenile Bigfoot. Pennsylvania Game Commission said the photos were of a bear with a mange, which, Dave, you said mange is like a messed up growth on like a dog or something like that.
Yeah, it's just
usually.
like it's a skin
Disease, yeah. And then another scientist said to those findings that limb portions of the creature were not bear-like, more like a chimpanzee. That's what this photo is right here.
Yeah, so it's skin disease of mammals caused by parasitic mites and occasionally communicated to humans. Typically causes severe itching, hair loss, and the formation of scabs and lesions.
Gotcha. So like I said, every debunker, there's another debunker. So it's like it's a repeating pattern. We were talking about other regions, that Bigfoot could have came from. I guess in Asia, there's a species that's gigantic Opithecus, is that how you say it? Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. Can you pronounce that?
Gigantopithecus.
Yes.
Pithecus.
So that's from Asia, but they're saying like it's unlikely it could evolve to become Bigfoot. Like they're trying to trace the origins of all of this.
Gigantic Pithecus.
I'll tell you what, though, the one thing I can tell you for sure, there's a picture on here, a watermark on the paper.
Which we might use for the cover art for the show.
He's got a thigh gap.
Sexy.
Female.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
If you're into the big husky.
Unless there's another leg. That's on a lake.
I mean,
Can't see.
to each his own.
I mean, it depends.
I'm not here to judge.
Wait a minute. Is that Abe Lincoln?
You can put
He's got a beard.
your phallus anywhere you desire. Not you, Dave. I'm just saying.
No, I was gonna say.
I'm just saying people.
It's like the super unknown. After dark.
After dark.
Which is the super unknown, isn't it?
My theme music is like. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's like,
There's my score.
The score's gonna get out.
Score's gonna get out of hand, baby.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
For those out there who are interested to find out more, there are Bigfoot organizations. Of course, the internet, there's unlimited sources.
Does it state how many organizations are for Bigfoot?
It just says there's several. One of the oldest ones.
If there's more than one.
Oh,
it's
there is.
Too
There
many.
is. Yeah.
If it's more than one, it's too many.
There's one old one, and it's Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, and they offer a free database filled with reports from across North America. So you can go check that out. There's also like some tongue-in-cheek pop culture type signs that are placed in Colorado off of a Pines Peak Highway. You know, it's like a lot of people laugh at it, you know, and I do too. Like, I don't know what to believe, honestly, from reading all this. Like,
Right.
most people can't deliver upon what they found, you know. And of course, eyewitness accounts. That's the other thing about the Patterson Gimlin. Each of them recounted the whole horse, in off horseback surrounding it, different times. Like it just was. But people said, okay, that might be so. But if they were trying to fabricate a lie, wouldn't they be on the same page with the story?
Right.
So it's like you're just recounting your memory. You know, it's whatever your memory can play tricks on you, obviously, and you can overanalyze things, and there's all kinds of possibilities. So
I think like a lot of folklore in general is, especially in earlier times, was kind of used to like relay a message or relay like a, tip of the day. The more you know, the more you grow type shit. Like.
Or to place fear into people
to
like
keep
the
you-
village.
yeah.
How they made that creature up in the village.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. You didn't see the plane fly overhead?
I have never liked a Shyamalan movie.
Not even The Sixth Sense.
Garbage.
Really?
Garbage.
I would say that's his best film.
Yeah, no, and it was
I would say
garbage.
Split is. I like Split.
I haven't seen Split.
I haven't seen it.
Split.
I just gave up. Split
is
I
awesome.
gave up after him after that movie.
Split's
'Cause
awesome.
It was like everybody was like, "Oh, it's brilliant, the twist ending." No, it wasn't.
Did you
How
already
was it?
know? Did you already know before you saw it, though?
No,
I
because
see
it was
dead
just
people.
like, nah. The fact was, it's like, how is it like Bruce Willis just talking to all these people? How did he even get the meeting to meet the kid in the first place if he was dead and no one else could talk to him?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right. He just shows up. No, it was just it was too hokey. Like the rest of the movie, he wrote, and was just like, oh, we're gonna have this huge spoil at the big twist at the end. But then he didn't go back through and make sure that the rest of the movie followed through on that being able to be the twist.
Well, from what I got, though, is it's a big misdirect. Like, that patient he had...
Yeah, but you can't just misdirect by being like, oh, nothing else you saw in the movie matters because he was actually dead. Like, none of the else of the movie makes sense.
Well, no, it didn't matter because he helped the boy. He helped
Yeah,
the
I know,
boy
I know, but how did he get in touch? The kid got home and he was talking to his mom. How did that meeting get set up?
Mm-hmm.
I
So you're
think it's like-
you can't just give a twist for the sake of being a twist.
It's open
like
to
the
a lot
twist,
of... Yeah.
Nah, the twist has to be like
Well, it's a
the
lot-
twist has to follow the same rules of the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you interpret it, though. Like,
Right.
from what I saw, like, sometimes you need more info, sometimes you don't. It just depends on the person, I guess.
I believe in
But
Bigfoot more than I do Shyamalan.
Good answer.
What if he made a Bigfoot film? Speaking of movies related to Bigfoot, there's one called Willow Creek you can check out. It's like a horror film. It's kind of like Blair Witch. They go out to hunt it, and then it turns south. Of course, it's actually directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, the comedian. So he's actually a pretty good filmmaker. I would check that out. It's very looks very scary. There's also one that came out that I'm fascinated with. It stars Sam Elliott, and it's called The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. And of course, if you want a more comedic take, Harry and the Hendersons.
The Man Who Killed
Hitler
and Bigfoot.
then Bigfoot.
That's
Yep.
an impressive
That's,
resume.
that dude's pretty badass.
That's why they brought him in to kill Bigfoot.
Who's this man?
It's Sam Elliott
Sam Elliott.
and his mustache.
Sam Elliott.
Beef. That's what's for dinner. That guy. Beef.
I gotta remember what other movie.
Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, that dude's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roadhouse brings everything back.
He plays Virgil in Tombstone.
Yes.
Has the best line I've ever heard in a movie. Like massive testicles in that man. No, he gets shot in the arm.
Is he Bigfoot?
His wife's sitting there crying, and she's like, no, because the doctor's like, we're gonna have to amputate his arm.
Meat in that wound.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I gotta amputate the arm, and his wife's like, no, and he's like, don't worry, honey, I still got one good arm to hold you with, and I go, oh, yes. Testes are growing, like right there, on screen. That's like the most ballsy thing I've ever
I think
heard.
that's what Roger Ebert said
Yes,
this time.
yes.
Testes are growing on screen.
On screen. Just massive milk duds. Just,
Bust out.
yes, just,
Oh, Jesus.
his wife's gonna love him,
Oh,
for all
shit,
eternity.
Look at the avocado.
Yes, she was like, yeah. Still got one good arm to hold you with. I'm like, look at the sack on this one.
Then the doctor comes back. It's like, we gotta take the penis too.
Oh,
He's like, just shoot me in the head.
yeah.
That's how he died.
I would say that too. I just like,
How am I going to pee?
you know what?
But in
Mine's
the
a-
end, they preserved his other arm, and she's dancing with it, and then they fade to black.
Was that dancing in the dark?
Anyways, all right. So he killed Hitler, and then he went to kill Bigfoot.
Yes.
Well, that's a good segue.
So yeah, with his huge testicles,
So what?
suffocated both of them with his giant ball sack.
Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what have we learned today? Do we believe Bigfoot more or less?
I'm the same, and I'd never really.
Up in the air, pretty much.
I
I don't know.
don't care.
Right. I'm alongside you. Like they were like, oh, giant squid.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like, oh, look, we found giant squid. Doesn't impact my life.
Yeah.
Doesn't pay the bills whether or not it exists. Or not.
Right. I'm saying like if they like discovered there is proof that Bigfoot exists.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, if Bigfoot owed me money, I'd want them to find
Yes.
him.
Yes, I agree 100%. Like,
You're like, Bigfoot owes me a fucking
Or if he was a
money.
Or
great
Yeti.
French chef, you'd want him to make a meal for you.
Actually, you know what? I do know a French chef.
Really?
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna start working with him.
Really?
I do want to have like some kind of like, I don't know, a comic sketch or something like a civil war between Yetis and Bigfoots or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like really inspired to do something like that. Just like, like there's the biker club and everything. Oh yeah, you got me. I'm
Like-
sold on that.
Modernize it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Where are
could
the
just be
humans
like-
in this?
Humans.
No,
yeah.
it could be like your
Is it after World War III?
Humans come in later, man. Humans come in later, like
They're gone. We
they're
can get
trying
out
to
now.
figure out who's gonna rule us because they're stronger. And their technology is further ahead than we give it credit for.
Oh.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
Yetis speak with an English accent? I do say so myself.
Well, let's give Yetis.
Oh my God! What if they did speak like with an
And to
upper,
Yetis, good man.
Yeti
an
shit.
upper crust?
I'm saying the Bigfoots, they got to be like American, man.
Or they're the rednecks.
Yes.
And the redneck accident.
Man, we don't-
accent doesn't change from
It's kind
wherever
of
they are.
it's kind of like the Revolutionary War all over again, bro.
I say,
Uh-huh.
I say, brother.
Like all of them sound like Winston Churchill.
Yeah, I do believe they need some democracy in this country. Just sitting there drinking tea.
They all are battling for the
gunshot.
forest.
And then fucking Bigfoots drive up with a huge truck. Got like a Confederate
Doing a
flag
doing a drive-by.
like kicking mud up everywhere. Got the ball sack hanging from the trailer hitch.
And the Yetis are like, no class at all.
No.
Zero class. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, my imagination's going wild right now.
I like it.
I wanna see that. That'll make me believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I want to see a Bigfoot Yeti fight. Then they do, like, King Kong versus, Godzilla before, right? Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
it's, coming.
Yeti
It's all coming.
Yeti versus Bigfoot.
There you go.
Bigfoot!
All right. Well, let's go on the hunt, guys.
Alright, let's put the fire out.
I'll be in the car. Take care. I'm Josh.
I'm Juan.
I'm Dave.
What was that?